All right. Hello, hello. If you guys are ready to get started, let me see those train emojis in the chats. Yeah. I see you, Micah boy. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hello. I see you, Pastor Keys in the house. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, my good friend. Plain Man, welcome aboard. Micah Boy, as I said, welcome aboard as well. Hope you're doing well. Who else we got hanging out with us here early at the train station? Drav Chopra, welcome to the stream. Good to see you as well. Monza Traffic, Quarter Block, welcome to the stream. Welcome aboard. Mikey D's in the house, taking some tires from Heathrow to Bahrain just in time for Sunday's race. That's what I'm talking about. Drop some screenshots on Discord, man, so I can see your journey. Emily, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Nate Sewell, welcome to the stream as well. Hope you're doing good. Says it's been a minute since you've been on that lovely train since moving from Jersey, but good. I get to see how close it is. Where are we starting from? We are starting from New York Penn Station. That's where we are right now. That's where we're standing on the non-moving escalator here in New York Penn Station. Train just departed on track 7. We streamed this route last week, but if you weren't here for that live stream, we'll do a quick walk around. We have about 6 minutes, real-time minutes, until our actual train departs off of track 2. We are running the 3703 service from New York Penn to Jersey on the New Jersey Transit Alp 24 train. It's gonna be over on track 2, so we're gonna find that in a little bit. Anybody coming? All right, we'll go run over there. Take a look at that Amtrak train before we leave. Design Eagles, welcome to the stream. First time watching a train sim. Well, hopefully we keep your interest for a little bit. Thanks for coming through, man. Good to see you. All right, so this right here is the probably the ATX 64. Passengers are already on board, ready to depart. The front should be this way. Thank you, Realist MSN, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. I'm just gonna run to the front of this train. Now, we've driven this train before in the past. I've made a couple videos on this a while back. So yeah, here is the ACS 64 Amtrak. Not sure what time that departs. And over there is the Acela. Man, you know what I forgot to do? Dang it, I forgot to do it. I think it was Crazy Dash, I believe, was the one that showed me. I'm not sure if he's here or not. He showed me some really cool custom-made liveries and paint jobs for the Amtrak trains on the, is this open? No, it's not open. On the Creators Club Market thing. So yeah, I forgot to download those, but it's all right. Oh, a world map or a route map. So this is the entire route. So currently we are in New York Penn here on the right. Now I thought about doing a bit of a short move from Sunnyside Yard, but I think we'll skip that and all the way down to Trenton. We're not going as far as Trenton today. I think we're only going as far as Jersey Avenue in this particular service. And let's go up the stairs. Which way was that train I went? Yeah, track 2 is me to the left, so I head this way. Now, this is a early morning service. This our service begins at 6 a.m. So I'm hoping, I'm not sure if the sun is up yet, but I'm kind of hoping to get some sunrise views. Wouldn't that be pretty sweet? Would love that. All right, there's a front of our train right there. So this is our train. Again, we have 4 minutes until time for our service to start. We can actually hop on board now and take a look. Looks like we already have some preloaded passengers. This is a double-decker train. So we got upstairs. Man, we got a full house today. That's what I'm talking about. So if you guys are from Jersey, if you've ever been on this train, let me know in the chat. What do you think? Is this accurate? Is this what it looks like on the inside? I have never been on the train in Jersey, so I cannot say whether this is legit or not. And this is the downstairs part. Very uncomfortable looking seats, not a whole lot of leg room. You know, one very simple thing they could add to this game is being able to like interact with the people and just say, hey, you got your tickets? you know, I think it's the bus simulator game that lets you do this. There's a bus simulator game where you can go in the back and like walk and talk to people like, hey, tickets please, stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool to implement. I feel like, I mean, I don't know, I'm not a programmer, I'm not a developer, but that doesn't sound that difficult to do. You know what I mean? Zach Hamilton, welcome to the stream, good to see you. It's definitely cleaner than the real life version. Yeah, it probably is. I guess it could use a little bit more dirt and grime, because I know I haven't been on this train in real life, but I do know that public transportation is anything but clean, that's for sure. Except for planes. Planes can be, depending on what airline you fly with, planes can be, you know, fairly cleanish. I've worked at the airport and I've seen the cleaners do their job, and they do okay. All I'm gonna say is I recommend that you go and, you know, bring some wipes with you. All right, we got 2 minutes, a minute and a half. Hop up to the front, we'll kill the music and get started with today's dry. I did a really good job of stalling there, didn't I? Hop up front, so this is our service, 3703 New York Penn Station to Jersey Avenue, starting at 6 o'clock in the AM. We are doing dynamic weather, so we have no idea what the weather is going to do today. Let's go ahead and get the, I was about to say get the aircraft started. Let's get the train or locomotive powered up and ready to go. It's basically already ready to go. Looks like we'll get the bright desk light on. It's gonna be a little dark for a little while. We'll turn that on. We will go over here and insert the reverser handle and then put that into neutral. And then we'll turn the headlights to dim and the ditch crossing lights to auto. So that way, whenever we honk the horn and ring the bell, these lights will automatically start turning on. Other than that, we're good there. Oh, you know what? I like this. A lot of times when you load into the services, like everything's already done for you. And personally, I don't like it because I like to set up things myself if I'm familiar with the train. It'd be nice to have like an option to be like, all right, trains are always like not cold and dark, or maybe there is multiple options. Like there's like a cold and dark state. There's like a, you know, we call it turnaround in flight sim, like a turnaround state, and then there's like a ready to drive state. It'd be nice to kind of have a setting like that. To do that. Anyway, we'll put the brake cut-in valve to, actually first we'll put this, there's a brake cut-in, and we'll put this into service. And a couple more seconds, and it's going to ask us to open up the left side doors. Actually, they're already apparently open. Unlock left, we'll unlock the rest of them. Get a camera view back there. It's quiet in the back of the train. Very, very quiet. That's got to be a bug. It should not be that quiet in here at all. Deuce Legend, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Looks accurate to you as well, Pastor Keys. That is good to hear. Good to hear. You got to hold these guys accountable, make sure they're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? No problem, Micah. I will catch you later, man, whenever you can. All right, we still have 2 minutes until we need to actually depart, which I like as well. I like that it gives you some time to get the train prepared. Now, we can't do anything with this screen. No, we can't. Oh wait, it does change that. I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what any of that means, but yeah, whatever. Oh, you know what? One thing we need to do? Safety systems. I might hate myself for doing this, but let's give it a try, shall we? I'm gonna do everything except for the alerter, because the alerter is annoying in every train. So if I don't have to use it, I won't. Basically what the alerter does is it rings like this really annoying bell every few seconds to make sure that you're not dead. And we're not dead. Not planning on dying in the next 2 hours. Hopefully not. There's a lot of clipping that looks really bad. What do you mean, Adam? Which clipping? Are you talking about on the 3D model? Is that what you're talking about? Good afternoon, Tyrone Hunter. Welcome to the stream. Josh in the house. Josh doing what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. All right. Did I forget anything? Brakes are set to cut in. The doors are open. We are ready to leave here in the next 30 seconds out of New York Penn Station. If you guys are just joining us, welcome aboard. This is Train Sim World 3. We are driving on the New Jersey Transit. Wait, aren't you from Jersey or Newark? Josh, aren't you from this area? New Jersey Transit ALP 24 or something like that. All right, time to go. Lock the doors. Lock left. Wait, is this the back of the train? It is the back of the train. Okay. All right, next stop, Secaucus. Secaucus, let's go with that. All right, reverser into forward, brakes, release. There we go. And I'm gonna bail that off, and why not? We shouldn't honk the horn in here. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna resist the temptation. Power handle on, I'm gonna roll out here nice and slow and go to the outside view and watch the drive-by. Oh, there we go. Sick. I was trying to get my Xbox controller working too. Alright guys, we are now departing New York Penn. It's gonna be a nice slow 15 miles an hour until we get into the tunnel. By the way, we are legitly like right underneath Manhattan right now. New York City. Emily, you never seen a double-decker train? Didn't know they existed. Yeah, man. Oh, let's get these lights turned off. There we go. We'll leave the desk light on for a little bit of something, but we'll turn everything else off. Use with a hour brake handle to slow us down. We'll be going downhill 2 degrees downhill. Again, we have safety systems on, so we got to be on it today. And I personally do like how this tunnel looks here. But yeah, there's multiple types of double-decker trains out there now. I know a lot of people out there have been complaining that the Boston Sprinter route, which is the Boston Train Railroad route, it has the MBTA train, but it does not have the double-decker version of it. So a lot of people have been complaining about that. All right, we can now go up to 60 miles an hour. So we're going to start putting our power handle. So I'm actually not using the rail driver today, which is not normal for me. Usually I use the rail driver. Reason I'm not is because I've tried using the rail driver with this particular train, and it just doesn't work right. It works right with everything else except for this train, so that needs to fix the calibration. I've already tried calibrating it multiple times, and it works fine with other trains, just not this one. Well, technically it works. It just doesn't. I don't get the full range of my axis. So like my brakes won't go all the way to release. My reverser won't go all the way to forward or all the way to reverse. So which makes it basically unusable for me. Is this going to be stopping at New Brunswick? I don't know, honestly. What's up, Juan Pierre? Welcome back, my friend from the Netherlands. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well all the way over there. How do I like it being on the ramp? So I don't work on the ramp anymore. I stopped a few months ago, but I love it. And honestly, I miss it. I really love it. I love being around all the planes up close. It's so loud, you know, hearing the sound of all the equipment, hearing the engines up close. I mean, obviously you have to wear ear protection because it's so loud it could actually permanently hurt your hearing. But I love it, man. I personally love it. It doesn't pay a whole lot, at least not where I was working. So it's not a good option for some people. If you're like younger and maybe you're fresh out of high school, so 18 or older, maybe trying to get through college, something like that, it may be worth it. You know, if you're like, you know, living with a roommate or living with your parents. But if you're living on your own, trying to make a living, it's a bit difficult. At least as just a ramp agent. If you become a lead or a leadership role, stuff like that, you can get raises and you can actually, you know, turn it into like a career. But I loved it, man. I did, like I said, I won't talk much about it, but I did the baggage loading. I did pushback truck. I mean, I trained on everything. I knew how to do everything. I was technically in a leadership role, even though I didn't have the leadership title, because I was also a load master as well. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I love it. Would I go back? Depends on what life is looking like. But yeah, I love working there. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think we're driving under the Hudson now. I believe so. I think you're correct. I think that's what this tunnel is, right? This tunnel, I believe, goes under the Hudson. No, I shouldn't say under, but basically through the Hudson. Not 100% sure. You guys will probably update me on that. But yeah, next stop is Secaucus. I believe we'll be going through Newark International Airport. And here we go, breaking out, and it is still dark. Yeah, so it's 6:07. So it's either dark or foggy. I'm not sure which one it is. Our next stop is coming up in 1.8 miles. And I believe we probably will be expecting a speed reduction coming soon. Yeah, that's fog. Yeah, that's fog for sure. So I want to do this service because I was hoping to get a nice sunrise, but if the fog doesn't go away, we will not get a nice sunrise. It's just going to be gloomy, but we'll see. That's kind of the beauty, I guess you could say, of dynamic weather, is you never know what you're going to get. I've run this route multiple times, and one of the reasons why I decided to turn dynamic weather was because last time you guys requested it. Let's get slowed down. We got 45 miles an hour. It's going up. Last time you guys requested it, as well as you know, it kind of makes things a bit more interesting. I feel like, even though sometimes I don't like dynamic weather because I don't like that it basically is always 100% chance of rain. The good thing about dynamic weather is that it kind of makes driving the exact same route over and over again less predictable, and it kind of gives you something different every time you run, except for it's going to rain every time. So I could bet $100 right now it's going to rain at some point in this live stream. All right, man, I'm getting good at this. Look at that, 45 on the dot, baby. Coming up just under a mile away from Secaucus Junction, Track B. Welcome back, No Gear. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Have a yellow signal up ahead. Now it's green. Is this realistic weather? No, it's just dynamic weather. Dynamic weather just basically means it's randomly generating different weather systems as we drive through the route. It's not based on real world weather. But what I do personally sometimes is that I'll go look at the real world weather and I'll just set the weather to that if I want to be realistic. What I typically do as we get on the brakes here on the service and then lap, that should be enough to get us stopped. I love the horn of this train. Got the bell on. We're gonna stop a little short, looks like. What I usually do on my own time when I'm driving is whatever time I decide to hop on the game, that's the time I set my timetable, or the closest to that. I'll run that service. And then, you know, if I'm really, really wanting to be like legit, I'll go find out what the weather is in the area and set the weather to that. That's why we drove in the snow last week. All right, welcome to Secaucus. Please mind the gap. Doors are opening. And bell off. Here we are. Lois, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Yes, if you haven't heard already, I'll take this time to make an advertisement. We have already started the Formula One World Tour. The link is in the description. Or no, actually, it's in the chat. If you're interested in Formula One racing and stuff like that, we are doing a world tour where we fly in flight simulators from race to race. All right, next stop is Newark Penn, track 4. Doors are shut. Brakes are coming off. Woo! I love that. I gotta say, of all the Acela horn is just kind of like, it's okay. It's not the best in the pack. But the horn for the New Jersey Transit sounds quite good. All right, on the power. A couple more horns for you guys on the outside view. There it is. Sheesh. We out of here, baby. All right, speed limit coming out is 45, I think. We'll get 90 pretty soon. Kenzo, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. You just got the route today? Well, let me know what you think, man. John Myges. I hope I said your name right. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So it is a little foggy, but we are getting a little bit of a sunrise. You see, we're starting to get some color in the sky. It's gonna be kind of interesting. I kind of like this service. Started at 6 o'clock on March the 2nd, which is the day we're doing this live stream. So it should be accurate as far as the time of day and all that. Heather McDonald, welcome to the stream as well. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I'm too blessed to be stressed, as I like to say. Zach Hamilton, so with the F1 World Tour, will I be flying from Bahrain to Saudi Arabia or back to London? No, I'm gonna be flying back. I'm gonna fly straight to Saudi Arabia from Bahrain. Now, honestly, for you, you could go super realistic if you want to, and you could add a few more flights in between the flights that I put out. So all the flights for the World Tour are going from race to race on the F1 World Tour. But if you want to, you could like kind of create like a home base for yourself. You know what I mean? Or pretend you want to transport Charles Leclerc around for the whole season. So basically, after every race, you're probably going to fly back to Monaco to take him back home, or fly on back to Italy to do maybe some simulator time, and then fly to Saudi Arabia. That's up to you. What I'm doing for most of the flights, at least, is I'm going to be flying straight from race to race, and not from race back to London to race to London to you know what I'm saying. But however you want to do it, that's up to you. I'm just trying to, yeah. Anyways, next stop is Newark Pin Track 4. Speed limit is going up to 90 for now. It's going to drop back to 60 here very, very shortly. Let's get slowed down. I don't want to get caught with another penalty break. There we go. This train is not particularly as fast as like the Acela is, so you can't expect to go that quick. There's a great video, and somebody posted on my Discord. There's a video that explains how the logistics work for Formula One. It's really interesting. Even if you're not into F1, if you're not into Formula One, if you're just into transportation, it's a great video to watch. And we gotta slow down a little bit more. There we go. We're okay as we go underneath the bridge here. It's really interesting to know how all the cars, the teams, the personnel, the equipment, everything is moved from race to race. It's very, very involved. It's a really huge logistical challenge, and it's really interesting. If you're into transport fever, you would really love to know. Yeah, it's crazy because most of the teams are based in Europe somewhere, in the UK and Europe and Italy, and some in the United States. And to try to get a race car from race to race at different countries for a whole year is very challenging to do. So, yeah. They even use ships as well. Matter of fact, one really cool thing that they do is you'll see they will ship a container ship, right? Or put a whole bunch of stuff for a race weekend like 4 or 5 months from now. So like the end of the season, like those races that are coming up at the end of the season, that equipment is already being prepared and put onto ships to send across the ocean to get to where they need to go for later on in the season, which is pretty crazy. All right, 45 coming up, and we're already at 44, 1.2 miles away from Pin Track 4. No problem, Plane Man. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us for as long as you could. We will catch you later. Have a great day at school, man. And it is now 6:16 in the AM in game, and we are getting some light. Hopefully, we'll get rid of this overcast skies, and we can enjoy some of the sunrise. We'll see. 30 miles an hour coming up. Oh man. I hear ya. We're slowing down. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, we always have to slow up a lot getting into this bridge. A lot going into this bridge. Does this route have a good New York City skyline, or is it just a blank void with like one building? I have not seen the skyline of New York at all in this route. Mainly because we go underneath the city, and the tunnel starts so early that you never really get a chance to see New York City. Now, going the other direction, even on a clear day, I don't remember seeing New York City either. So I don't think they modeled New York City. They have modeled some of Newark in New Jersey, but you don't really get to see a whole lot of New York City. We'll take a look when the sky clears up. We'll see if we can see anything. So I know that when you're at Newark Airport, you can clearly see the skyline of New York City. It's one of my favorite things about going to Newark Airport is going to the window and looking out the window and seeing the entire skyline of New York City. It's so cool. So cool. Do I know if they'll add a South Florida DLC? Man, you know what? I actually hope they do. There's a lot of Amtrak and freight stuff that goes on in Southern Florida, and I think that would be a great route, a great area to do a route. I guess we'll stop here. I was trying to go a little farther, but I guess we'll stop here. This will work. This will work for me. Yeah, I think that'd be good, man. Who's that? CSX. There's a lot out there, and they already have a CSX license. We don't have a single South Florida route. Look at this. We had traffic coming up on our left side. Amtrak ACS 64. He's stopping here as well. And I got a lady dancing right there. Oh, it just got real dark. I guess the sun came up. Oh, more traffic. That's what I like to see. That's so cool. All right, we're ready to go. Brakes off. And power back on. Let's get out of here. But yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, if I had to really like choose an area, that's kind of hard to say because I would love this. There's a lot of great. Are we not moving yet? I think our brakes are still releasing. My doors are definitely closed. There we go. We're slowly putting power on. Slowly putting power on. Put the camera right here. Yeah, I like that. I would love to see South Florida. I'd love to see a Chicago area. Big freight hub in Chicago. Oh man, hold on. A little too fast. I hear you. We'll slow up a bit. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this overcast layer will go away so we can see sunrise. But another reason that I do sometimes like dynamic weather, because again, you never know what you're gonna get. And it's kind of like, you know, in real life, you don't, I mean, yeah, you can look at the Weather Channel and stuff like that, but there's a lot of different lighting and just scenes. Okay, hey, I'm already going less than 45. You can calm down. You can, you can chill. You can chill. Let's get a flyby here. Oh, we're creeping at 45 miles. Through Newark. Next stop is Newark Internationale. I am from Texas. That's where I'm from originally. And I'm still here in Texas. I've had the opportunity, I'm very thankful that I've had the opportunity to leave Texas on many, many occasions to travel to different countries, different cities, different parts of the United States. So I know a lot of people never get a chance to leave their hometown, and I'm thankfully not one of them. I love traveling. I think that's one of the reasons why I love train sim and flight sim and all these different simulators that have to do with transportation, because I love to travel. We're already under 45 miles an hour. We got a little bit of a diverging here, and we're stopping at Newark International, and just a little bit. But yeah, love traveling. I love getting to see just what the rest of the world has to offer, because you know, when you live in your own town, everything gets normal to you, right? You're used to seeing things done a certain way. You're used to seeing that same type of tree, that same type of highway, that same type of building structures. But when you go to other cities, even within the United States, like if you go like to New Orleans, it's so different in New Orleans. And then you go to Boston, it's so different in Boston. And then you go to San Francisco, like, man, that's so different over there as well. So, and that's just in the United States, right? And then you go to different countries and it's completely different. You think about Mexico, like just like when you're in San Diego, I got the chance to drive south of the San Diego border in California into Mexico, and it is a dramatic.
Every day.
Watching here in Brazil.
What up, my friend? Bom dia. Muito obrigado. Thank you so much, Daniel Carlos, for the super chat donation. Watching in Brazil. Thank you so much for that, man. Let's get on the brakes now. I got a chance to go to Brazil as well, a few times. Sao Paulo, Rio, and Brasilia. But yeah, it's just so different. I drove across the border in south of California, and like, it is so dramatic. The way life is just so different when you get south of San Diego. It's crazy. I mean, there's still a few tourist areas and stuff like that, but it's like the housing is different. It's just so different. All right, it's gonna roll up. I hate that we're stopping short. These brakes are just much better than I thought they were gonna be. All right, on the brakes now. And then when I need them to stop immediately, they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that. Our brake accuracy is horrible today. But we made it. We haven't overrun anything yet, and that's what matters. Unlock the left side. And we'll see if anybody wants to get on here at Newark International Airport. I'm thinking about doing a flight for tomorrow's live stream. We're doing flight sim. And I'm thinking about doing a flight out of Newark International Airport. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm not sure yet where we'll fly to. Oh, train. Those are the moments that I love in train sim. Really do. I love those moments when you get a train just flying by you, almost at full speed. Like, brakes releasing. Short stop at Newark. A lot of trains stop here, so I didn't see anybody get on. Not one person. Put our camera in the trees. All right, we'll put it here.
Every day.
It's been a mint turning into your channel, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Alberto, for the super chat donation. Well, welcome back, man. You've been gone too long, man. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. There's a tornado threat for my area? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, on to neutral here so we don't go over the speed limit of 45 and it gets angry at us. 2.5 miles away from Elizabeth, track 4. Thank you, Dark Dave, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. And here's a couple honks for you as well as I drive by. Here it is. Juicy. Is that a bridge under construction? And let's see, we'll set our, can I go over here? Oh, it's a power plant. Oh, that's cool. You can see the skies are kind of starting to clear up just a little bit. It's getting like, it's going from overcast to like a light cloud. So So hopefully by the end of this thing, we'll get like a nice view here. So I believe the service we're running is a local service. So we're basically stopping at pretty much every stop for this particular service. All right, I think we can go ahead and shut this light off. We don't need it. The sun will be rising on our left. Look at those clouds. It almost looks really good. Almost. A bit more power, one and a half away. How often does Dallas area get tornadoes? Not often, to be honest with you. It's more like, I'm trying to think, like where I live in Houston, Texas, we don't get, tornadoes are not common. No! I want to do a drive-by. Freaking safety systems. Dang it. But yeah, we don't get a whole lot of tornadoes. We do get hurricanes, which is much worse. And well, I wouldn't say much worse. They're both pretty bad. They're both pretty bad. With hurricanes, you get like tornado winds plus flooding. With tornadoes, you just get the destruction, which sucks. We're isolated as well. Dallas, I don't know, man. I know like within the city, you don't get a whole lot of tornadoes. But when you get kind of like out, like beyond the suburbs, you may see some tornadoes out there. It's more common when you go a bit more north, like towards Oklahoma and stuff. Speaking of Oklahoma, I am looking forward to the American Truck Sim, the next DOC, which is going to be Oklahoma. You know what? I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I have not spent enough time driving American Truck Sim in the Texas DOC. I drove a bunch. I think I've seen the majority of the cities and drove the majority of the roads already. So I spent a decent amount of time in it, but not as much as I should. I haven't even tried it yet on my new PC. Is the New York City subway in this sim? No, it is not. It is not. Alright, next stop, Elizabeth. Alright, just a little bit of brakes. See, that's enough. That should be enough. Hey, you know, as much as I would like this to be like super pretty and shiny and just a beautiful, clear, sunny day at 12 o'clock noon, at the same time, I kind of like the variability. Like, I can't ever say that I've actually driven in Train Some World at this specific lighting, you know? Alright, this is Elizabeth. And the cool thing too is the next time I come here, it's gonna look completely different because the weather's gonna be different and the time of day is gonna be different. See anybody getting on this time? Anybody at all? Nope, nobody from Elizabeth. Alright, shut the doors. I think she was gonna get on and now she's too late. So, peace. Alright, brakes off. We out of here, baby. Let's see if the camera can like not get hit by the train. Your brother works for New Jersey Transit. What does he do? No, don't you dare. Don't you dare step on my camera. Come on. I'm so upset he stepped on my freaking like that always annoys me. Either when a train hits my camera or a person hits my camera. I wish that the cameras were just invisible in Train Sim World 3, like so that nothing could hit them or affect them. You know what I'm trying to say? So that way I can put my camera somewhere and get like a really sick shot. And if a person walks through it, that's fine. If a train drives through it, that's fine. Same thing with like the outside view. David DiCarlo, what's up, man? Here's that cab view for you right there. Lobserve, welcome to the stream, man. Been waiting for me to do this route for a while. That's good, man. Glad I could do it for you. Alright, 2.5 miles from Linden, track B. Alright, speed will be going up in just a little bit. So I get a lot of comments I noticed on my previous videos about how to do the free camera that's disconnected from the train. Basically, you need to have a keyboard and mouse to do it. Go to the next signal here. I'll put the train right here at the. You can even hear as a sound coming from that transformer. But basically, you press the 8 key on your keyboard. If you're on Xbox, you're gonna need to plug a keyboard and mouse into, or just a keyboard into your Xbox, which is possible. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see right there. Let's do it again. One more time. We're a mile and a half out. Hey, if we get lucky, we might get 2 trains. Oh, we're getting lucky. We're getting lucky. I not to have fun. I not to get lucky. The money shot, baby. All right, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. All right, just a little bit. Might be too early. Might be too early for that. That was, bro, we got so lucky on that. I was like, if we get lucky, we might get 2 trains crossing each other. But guess what happened? We got exactly that. How much is this route, to be honest with you, DeCarlo? I don't actually know. You're gonna need to go to Steam or on your Xbox, wherever you buy train sim stuff. Go on there and it'll tell you how much it is. Alright, we on the brakes, Should be okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good stop. Linden track B. This is Linden track B. The doors are opening. Please mind the gap. We got a couple customers.
All aboard!
You mentioned a dual flight from Newark to San Diego. What's that, a 6-hour flight? At least? But that's going against the wind and everything. Lock right sides. Now, I'm not saying I'm not down, but I'm just saying that's a long flight. Are we taking turns on that? I'm just curious. That's a 6-hour flight. Not sure what the whole idea was there. I'm not saying I'm not down. I'm also not saying that I am. All right, full power. Is that Walmart advertisement? No, it's not. Oh, I hear a train. Oh, never mind. We're not getting that lucky this time. Alright, speed limit is up to, looks like 75, 80, something like that. And when it gets a nice, another drive-by. It's still kind of overcast, you know, like you can see that the sun is still rising, but it's still quite overcast, so. At least now it's a lot more lit up than it used to be. Well, if he said he's going to contact me, then I guess we're going to be talking about it. Sick. I say this every time we do this. My favorite thing to do is just watch the trains go by, to be honest with you. That's my favorite thing to do. Like, I mean, I guess technically I don't have to drive the train. Yeah, think about it. I could just hop into, like, on foot, jump on a train as a passenger. It still gives me all the same camera options. And I can just do it that way. I don't know why I don't do that. Then I don't have to drive the train. I don't have to worry about missing any stops because I'm just basically a passenger. Alright, 1 mile. Bro, let me tell you something. These train companies don't care nothing about waking up people. They honk the horn all the times of the day. Does this have a low horn? I don't think it has a low horn. No, it doesn't. I hear you. Alright, full brakes. We might get a penalty on this one. We might, hopefully not. I'm being mindful. I'm just giving them quick honks. Just quick honks. Come on. Give me power. Give me power. Give me power. Don't you dare stop all the way. It's gonna stop all the way. Oh man. Like, bro, it only 45 was the limit, and you took me to 0. Brakes are off, I think. That's the pan. Don't want to press that button. I think I might have pressed the actual brakes. The brakes came on. Well, that's the first one of those today. We've been doing pretty good so far. Have I ever rode the New Jersey Transit or Amtrak before? No, I have not. I have not had the opportunity to ride on either. I want to, though. What I want to do, because Amtrak does drive through Houston occasionally. I'm not sure how often. I'm not sure if we get if it stops in here once per day, once per week. No idea. But what I've wanted to do, what a friend of my family's has done, has caught the Amtrak all the way to, like, was it California? I don't know. They went a long way away. Like, you know what? That'd be kind of cool. Like, I think what I would want to do on a train is more of a cruising experience, right? Like, not as like a public transportation, but more of like, I just want to like hop on the train to travel and enjoy the ride there, right? Not so much about getting to where I'm going, but enjoying the ride there. Just like a cruise. Now, I do know there are some train companies that do that. Like, I think it's called the Rocky Mountaineer up in the, I think it's in Canada or Alaska or somewhere up north. Don't stop too early. But basically, it's exactly that. It's basically a train cruise. And all you do is you drive through the Rocky Mountains up near Canada. And you get dinner and all this fancy stuff. And you get to enjoy the view. It even has on the top of it, there is like a sunroof. It's like a see-through glass. You can see all the mountains above the train. Yeah, a scenic route. That's what I want to do, to be honest with you. Yep, train's coming by. Welcome to, where are we at? Railway. And that train's just passing through. That's pretty sick. Yeah, one thing I do like on, one thing that I need on any route, this even includes freight routes, is I just need this sense of traffic, the sense that I'm not alone out here, right? Because Train Sim World 3 is sadly a single-player game. It does not support any type of multiplayer functionality in 2023, which is surprising, but it doesn't at the moment. and it would be great if it did. But because but since it doesn't, it really has to deliver on having just busy traffic routes. Like I need to have traffic. I need to see a train like every 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, or at least every minute. I would love to see TSW as well in Canada. We have that one Canadian route by Montreal. What's it called again? It's not. I used to like it. It's not my favorite. I forgot the name of the route, but we have one Canadian route so far, just one. And I would love to see some more Canadian routes because Canada is freaking gorgeous, especially when you get over to British Columbia, over on the west side of Canada. We can get some routes, some Western Canada, some British Columbia trains over there, because they have was it Canadian Pacific, as well as the Rocky Mountaineers over in that area, I believe. There's a lot of routes going all the way from Vancouver to Revelstoke, all stuff like that. All right, I hear you. I hear you. We have a yellow. I'm not sure why we have a yellow. If you guys joined us last week, we were in the Acela, which allows you to drive up to, I think, is it 150? Or was it 250? I think it's 150 miles an hour, something like that. And we were driving like 45 the whole way. What is that in the track? Yeah, that's a derail waiting to happen. Oh my god, why are we slowing down so much? And we're going uphill. That's helpful. Come on. On the throttle. On the throttle. Let's go. Here we go. Amtrak has a route that goes New York City to Chicago and Texas to San Diego. 7 to 9 days long. Now, I don't know that I want to make a trip that long on Amtrak. Like, it sounds cool to me now because I've never been on the train before, and because I just play them in the train simulators. But I don't know if I would want to. And I would have to have like a really nice seat. I don't know if I've ever been down there before. Where are we at? We're actually almost there. I don't know if I've ever been down there before. Down that track before. So we do have a yellow. There might be some traffic ahead of us. I'm not sure because it slowed us down. As you can see on the right side of the screen, that red dot there. This right here shows the line speed. So the track speed is like 75. But we're going 20 right now. Some Go Transit. I haven't heard of that. What is Go Transit? Oh yeah, look at that. We have a what's that? Chat Matestu. What does that signal mean? A red over green. Basically means diverging clear. Probably why we're going so slow, because we're diverging onto on this clear track here. Go is Toronto's commuter rail system. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess you would really only know that if you were from Toronto or from Canada. Yeah, we are really just getting these overcasts, guys. Comes an ACS 64. So we should actually be ending this service in not too long. How many more stops do we have? We only have Metro Park and New Brunswick. Yeah, so somebody asked in chat earlier if we'd be going to New Brunswick. We will be stopping in New Brunswick. We have 3 stops, so 3 stops to go. And how are we doing on time? We're looking good. So we could do another. What train would you guys like to see me run on the New Jersey route? So the only restriction is that we're on this route, and I don't want to spend like 2 hours driving something either. I got like maybe 1 more hour at max, preferably 30 minutes to 50 minutes. So let me know in the chat if you have any suggestions. Do you want to see me run the AM fleet car, train? Do you want to see me run the Acela again, which we did last week already? The ACS 64, and I'll let you guys decide what we run next. And then as well, if you have a time of day you would like to see, would you want to see a night run, which I don't think I want to do, to be honest. We kind of already did that, or just whatever. All right, mile and 1.5 away. When you don't hit that acknowledge button when transitioning on different track speeds, it's a safety procedure. Okay. I don't know, if we do the NJT back to New York, it might take a while. Blizzard conditions. I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. Y'all down for some blizzard? For a Train Sim World blizzard on the way back? It would make sense though to turn around and go the other direction, right? That would make sense. So whatever we do is going to be going towards New York, for sure. And there's another one. Now, I'm not a fan of this particular, like, I don't really like driving the cab car. It's just not my thing. I don't know why. I know it's realistic. I know it's what they do in real life, but I'm just not a fan of driving cab cars. It doesn't matter what train it is, German, anything. I've never been a fan of the cab car. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna overrun it? Alright, looks like our next run is gonna be in the blizzard. Now, what are we driving? What are we driving in a blizzard? Alright, we overran it a little bit. Thankfully, there's no signal back here, but we should be alright. I'll take it. I'm really testing these brakes, man, and I am, I'm either stopping too short or too late. That's basically what we're getting. Blizzard sounds good to me. Alright, so next up we'll drive a Blizzard back to New York Penn Station. But again, what are we driving? Are we driving the ACS 64 Amtrak? Are we driving the Acela? Are we driving the Amfleet cab car? That one I don't mind as much. Not that I still don't, you know, I think it sounds great. It has a great horn on it. All right, next out, New Brunswick, track 4. 7 miles. This is probably our longest gap between stations we've had all day. So hopefully we can stay at 90 miles an hour the whole time. Yeah, it is actually 40. When I looked at the service, it's like 42 degrees. So it is cold. It's not cold enough for snow or rain. I mean snow, but it is cold. All right, Acela it is. That's what we're doing. I'm down for that. I like the Acela. So next we'll do Acela back to New York Penn in the blizzard. I'm gonna have to plug in my rail driver too, which is over there. So that'll be easy. I just plug it in and play it. I shouldn't have to restart Train Sim World, I don't think. I shouldn't have to. Sincere, should I be expecting a a drop in speed at any point, because I'm going to 90. I'm trying to push the speed. We've been going slow. Oh, look at that! What? That was unexpected. 2 cab cars side by side racing towards us. That was pretty cool, I ain't gonna lie. There's an 85 reduction coming up. Alright, we'll stay below 80. I mean, below 85 then. I do wish there was like some warning signs. I understand that you're supposed to just know the route. I get that. But I don't know the route yet. And it'd be nice to just have some like some speed limit signs on the route to tell us, hey, there's a reduction coming up. It's at 80 coming up? Yeah, 1.4 miles. Alright, we gotta appreciate these drive-by views, because when we hop in the Acela, we'll be going too fast to even see it. What is this? Are we stopping here? No. Oh, station time. Station rail fan time. Let's go. Let's go. Watch the yellow line, people. Woo! They were right on that yellow line. Right on it. This is why you honk the horn before you roll through the station, because people like that, like if they would have tripped and fell, it would have been off with their head. Seriously. Xavier, welcome to the stream. First time in the chat. Welcome to the stream, man. It is good to see you. It's my pleasure to welcome you in here, man. Glad you're enjoying the videos and the live streams, man. Like I mentioned kind of last week, I want to start doing train sim live streams a bit more often. I can't promise every single week, but I'm going to try to get at least one train sim live stream per week. We'll see how long that lasts, but I enjoy it. As long as I'm enjoying it, I'm down to come in, record, and post video. So I hit acknowledge, and it still ain't shutting up. I'm not going anywhere near the speed they're worrying about. And what happened? We got a penalty stop or something. What's going on? Why are we stopping? What was that? What the heck was that? It still won't shut up. We are completely stopped. What is going on? What? I have no idea why access. Disable access until display says 90. I don't know what happened there. What was that? That's never happened before to me. We weren't speeding or anything. Welcome back, Micah. So that's a bug, Crazy Dash. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, so we can kind of mark. So we are 3.7 miles away from New Brunswick, going. I think this would be northbound, right? No, southbound. Yeah, southbound. So we'll have to like cut out this piece of the video, send it to Dovetail, and see what's up with that. Because I mean, unless there's some kind of like dead zone or something I don't know about, we should not have gotten an emergency stop right there. It went like like I had no control. I had zero control over whether I was going forward or not. So that was weird. Oh well, we'll continue. We're already late, so I ain't worried about it. We've been late for a while. Another station coming before New Brunswick. Ooh. All right. Where's it at? Can we get another drive-by at a station? Yeah, you guys let me know in chat if you know there's a station that we're not stopping at, and we can blaze through. Let me know, because I'm not familiar with enough to know when there is one or not, because I want to get those rail fan shots from the station. I love those shots. Yeah, there's one right here. This route has no dead sections. Okay, gotcha. And I feel like even if it did have a dead section, there would be something you could do to avoid getting a stop like that, you know? Your captain needs you. That's hilarious. Alright, I want to get some people in this shot. We'll do it here at the end of the platform. How about we hang out with this guy or girl? I'm not sure what he or she is. Next to the trash can, we'll put the tripod on the trash can. Yeah, there we go. And here we come. Don't you freaking dare! Ah! Ruined it. Ruined it. It's ruined. Alright, release. Thank you. Alright, I think we got a penalty stop again, didn't we? No, we didn't. We're good. We're good. Come on. Power. Just came from 80 to 16. Yeah, one thing I feel like you have to do, especially when you're doing an aggressive slowdown, is you have to get off the brake before you get to the actual speed you want to be at, because it'll like lock down that brake pressure for a while, and it takes a second for it to like completely release those brakes. And like what happened to me just now, you end up going 10 miles an hour. Dylan, welcome back, man. You got a day off of work. That's good, man. Hope you enjoy your day off. Everybody needs a day off at some point. Thank you, Mark Curzons from the UK. Welcome to the stream as well. First time in chat. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the ride so far. I'm like, where are the people at on this train? We're only a mile, 1.3 away. Hopefully there's no more stupid reductions. 2 more stops. We have one here at New Brunswick, and then we'll stop at Jersey Avenue, I believe. That was considered a suppression application. I think now that we're cleared out of that area, we could turn back on the axis. And we have another train, another cab car coming our way. I think we've only seen maybe one Acela today. You know, I kind of do like how, I don't want to say I like how scarce the Acelas are, but I do like that they kind of feel special when you see them, right? Like you see all this NJT stuff, you'll see a few, regular Amtrak ACS 64s, but you don't see the Acelas that often, which makes it a bit more special. Shut up. I'm so done with you. I'm on the brake. I'm fully on the brake. Alright. Off. It's gonna stop us. It's gonna stop us. So this is my struggle with this train, is when we get those dramatic speed changes that are basically impossible to catch unless you know they're coming. If you know they're coming, you'll be just fine. Like if you know the route, as you should eventually, then you may not have this problem. But when you don't know the route and you're just following what the thing says, you get all these surprise slowdowns, and that's what catches you out. The Acela only really has 30-ish services in real life. Huh, good to know. Good to know. Alright, come to a stop here in New Brunswick. And my stop accuracy has not gotten any better since the beginning of this video. Try that. There we go. And open up the right sides. Yeah, over here. Anybody getting off? Anybody getting on? Yes, no? The New Jersey line, you notice, is much more annoying compared to the other trains. I don't know how these people in real life do it. That's hilarious. The braking system is weird. Most people don't like the lap system. It's hard to understand. It's not straightforward, but it's just how it is in real life. All right, our final stop, Jersey Ave. Then, as we said, you guys decided next we'll be driving the Acela back to Penn Station in a blizzard. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. If you think I'm having trouble stopping now in a blizzard, we'll see. Hopefully we don't get any like bad traffic. I'm hoping we get like completely clear green the whole way, top speed, everything. Alright, so we do have a yellow ahead that's gonna slow us down to was it 25? Right? I'm trying to remember. I should know this now. We really got good practice. Is that McDonald's? I don't know. We got good practice with our signals last week. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, it's 20, not 25. Okay, so 20 is what the yellow is. A double yellow. Double yellow in Sector 1. It is that. Honestly, the Acela is easy. It's not as easy as the IC1 on the German route, where you just set the AFB and the was it LZB or whatever, and it basically drives itself until you get there. That's probably the easiest train to drive in all of Train Sim World. Is that? I think it's gonna be a little slow. I'm gonna kind of let the train cruise along here, and I'm gonna go grab my rail driver and get that prepared for our next drive in the Acela back to New York Penn Station. So I'm just gonna take my camera off here and get my rail driver set up. So just give me a second. I'm not gone. I'm still here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you guys the outside view. One thing I've never tried was trying to plug in the rail driver while the game is running. I don't know if it's gonna actually do anything. We'll see. Don't worry, we're not gonna pass it. We are going too fast though. We are going too fast. Why are my wipers on? Oh, because I plugged the rail driver in. Oh no, we're not. We're doing 20. We're doing good. We're good. All right. Oh, cool. So so rail driver does work. That's a good sign. Ah, shut up. I mean, yeah, I'm going a couple miles over the speed limit, but you know. Who's watching? Oh, man. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. We're only doing 20 miles an hour. Let me stop. It's gonna take us an hour to get a mile anyways. Oh, man. Alright, I got everything set up. We're not gonna have the real driver on camera, though, today, because I was not planning on using it, so I don't have the camera set up for it today. But just know that I'm gonna be using a real driver for the next drive. I'm still using a keyboard right now. So I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me actually, since the real driver connected and it's like recognizing it, I want to see if I can actually control with it. So this, all right, so there's the brakes, there's an independent brake. Now I'm using the real driver, and the throttle. Okay, maybe did they fix it like this, because it's working. It's working now. But screw the keyboard. Yeah, I should have been using this the whole time. The F40 on Peninsula Corridor is very fun. Matter of fact, I haven't driven Peninsula Corridor in so long, and I need to. I'm gonna put that on my list of routes to revisit. Like I said, I think that route may have gotten some love not too long ago. The only issue, though, is I don't think it has the new sky and stuff like that. It's really hard for me now that I played Train Sim World 3. It's actually really hard for me to go back and play any of the older routes that don't have the new sky colors and stuff like that. It is. I don't know. It's like an eyesore to me personally. Oh, we got speaking of Acellas. Oh, we got 3 trains coming. Blazing. That was dope. That was cool. Alright, so is he waiting? Yeah, he's waiting to cross. I think he was waiting for the Acela to pass. Most likely. Because that's this diversion here. Oh, I didn't know we were turning. I should have knew that, but I didn't know. Oh, how slow are we going? Oh, we here? Oh, we're here. We here. Is that a manual switch? Can I flip that manual switch? You know what? I have never been to Jersey Avenue before. Because I did not know there was a turn here. I did not know this was part of the map. I really didn't. That's cool. Okay, now it makes sense why I'm going so slow. Now it makes sense. $10 miles an hour. 10. Alright, well, since I have a road drive, let me start using it. And how late can we brake? On it. The brakes now. It's our last stop. We got to be on point this time. Let's see how we do. Oh, just before it. Just before it. We were so close. So I could have gotten the race even later. Are we 9 minutes late? Is that what it is? I mean, get a screenshot to show proof that we actually finished. Oh! I want to get a screenshot. Why you kick me out the game? Time taken, 1 hour and 12 minutes. I think this was supposed to be an hour, so we were like 12 minutes late. Let's see, we were supposed to be at Jersey at 7:01. We got there at 7:10. All right. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna go back to return to free roam because I want to get a screenshot of this just for my memories. Did a screenshot? Did it take it? Okay, it took it now. There's one screenshot. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hop out the train as well and get me and see if there's any collectibles here. Cause I really doubt I'm gonna be here very often. Our train doesn't even fit. We don't even fit in this whole thing. I liked. Let's see. Where is Jersey Avenue? Okay, so it's this tiny little branch. Because most of these branches that you see on the line, you don't ever get to go to. Like you might see the AI go off on one of these branches. You might see like some freight or some static cars, but usually on Train Sim World routes, you rarely get to use any of these cool, fun-looking branches. But we are in the Jersey Avenue branch, which is cool. That is cool. It's really a surprise. And there's actually more track down here, all using manual switches. And yeah, all this is manual switches. That's pretty sweet. All right, let's hop out. Our job here is done. I guess we'll catch a van. I can't close the door. Oh well. We'll catch a van back to Trenton and then continue on. What is it? Oh, I can't go that way. Can I go in here? I am surprised. Hey, I'm not from Jersey. I don't know what the real route is. So, every time I've driven this route, I've gone straight past Jersey Avenue. I just go straight from Trenton all the way to Penn. I've never stopped anywhere in between. Actually, I did stop one other place, but it was still on the main line. What's up, homie? I guess that's it. No, oh, look at that. That's cool. I would love to see more of this. More like branch type stuff. Be nice to kind of do a turnaround here too. That's true, Donnie. Most people are not from these places. If you've looked at my past videos, I've done. Matter of fact, there's 0 places I've ever been to that's in Train Sim World. I've never been anywhere. There's not a single local route to me on Train Sim World, and probably never will be. There's school buses down there. I'm just really curious what else is in here. Oh well. All right, as promised, let's go back to main menu. And the beautiful thing is I don't have to restart the sim because the rail driver is just working, which is gorgeous, which is amazing. So, all right, to the trains. Choose a route, same route, timetable, Acela. Wait. Yeah, whatever. Come on, give me the goods. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. Liveries. Alright, I heard there were some pretty dope liveries up in here. The Acela. Of course, they're not going to be more popular than all the UK German stuff, so I gotta go look for it. Let's see, anything else in recent? That's kind of cool. Come on, where the good stuff at? Nope. 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 Yeah, all these are free. You can download all these liveries for free. There's liveries in here. There's scenario. Did you not know that this was a thing? Bro, you're gonna love it. Yeah, all this, everything in here is free. Now, some of the scenarios might require that you have a certain DLC, but if you have a DLC, then you're fine. Yeah, I don't see anything I'm looking for. I think it was you, Crazy Dash. You posted on my Discord a really cool Acela livery, and now I don't know how to find it. Can I search? Can you search things in here? I don't see a search option. Featured. Nope, nothing. Most popular. That's not going to be in there because it's brand new. If not, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just going to do something else. I don't see any Acela liveries in here. You made one for the ACS 64? Okay. There's some pretty cool liveries in here for other trains. Not the one I'm looking for, though. Can I, like, pop open most recent? Alright, last try. If I don't see it, we're just gonna not worry about it. I could have swore by now there would be something of... Can I sort? Can I sort by... I don't see any... Oh, search. It's on the bottom. I'm just gonna search Stella. Yeah, I've actually never used search before. Let's see if anything comes up. Nothing. Okay. Alright. Well, I've been tricked. Over to the trains, to the route, and it's gonna drive the default one. I mean, there's trainsimcommunity.com or whatever that website is. There's a train sim website that has a lot of mods and stuff. That's where I usually get my liveries from, so I might have to just go there and find some. But alright, so we want to go 2-pin. So this is pin. We said we're gonna do Blizzard, so let's do that first. Can we do dynamic Blizzard? Oh, I guess we have to go back to like December or January. Snowstorm, yeah. So if we do dynamic weather snowstorm, it'll at least eventually maybe stop snowstorming and give us some variety throughout our route, rather than just be like blinded. Because if we do Blizzard the whole route, that's gonna be 50 to 45 minutes of just whiteout the whole way. So we'll do dynamic weather with snowstorm, and then we'll do I don't know what time we should do. One we did last time was horrible, so we want that one. I'm just gonna pick a random one. That's all I really can do. We'll go with this one right here at 2:58. Get started. Let's get it. Yes. All right. We got the rail driver working for us today. We'll kill the music and let's go. Service 2163 Boston South Station to Washington. But we'll be stopping in New York. So get started. Oh wait. That's not right. That's the wrong direction. That is the wrong direction. Is the GE-8 on there? Need an Amtrak route with it. I don't know if we have that particular one. Could probably fake it with some other freight train. Put an Amtrak livery on it. We don't want to go Washington to Boston, we go Boston to Washington. Yeah. So we want the opposite of what we were doing. So Boston to Washington, right? Yeah, it says New York pin. I'm trying to make sure we're going right. Operate a cell service from Trenton. Yeah, from Trenton. This one, we'll take it. That was a little longer. Do this. Where is it? Is there a shorter one that goes to New York pin, or all the New York pins will be? Because sometimes the way I look at it is if the time is longer, there's a likeliness that you might get slowed down by traffic. Like this one's 54, which probably means there's gonna be traffic in the way. But I think all of the ones going to New York is 54. All right, this one's just slightly shorter. We'll do this one 4:56 p.m. That's gonna be just before. Actually, I'm gonna do that earlier in the day, so it's not like. All right, let me forget. We gotta set this to Blizzard. There's one in the morning that's a bit faster. 50. We'll try this one. Hopefully we don't get stopped. Get started. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. All right, let's get it. We are now in the right place. We are now in Trenton, New Jersey, in a snowstorm, which is not surprising. I think the platform's on our right. So we go unlock right side and get the train started. So it's basically probably ready to go. Yeah, it's pretty much ready to go. We're gonna need defrost. Can't click on that. Windshield heat. Can't click on that. Wipers, we definitely do need that. Camera temperature is 70 degrees. I think a little warmer. 75 because it's cold outside. And then cab heater, definitely gonna turn that on to heat. Timetable lighting, don't need any of that. Tilting is enabled. We'll put the Versa into neutral and then in the Ford. Oh yeah, and of course, safety systems will keep us from crashing into anybody else, which are not there, they're over here. There we go. All right, look at that. It is quite windy out there. And then for our brakes, which are in full service right now, we're fine. We can leave it as is for now. Brake cutout is set to passenger. Front headlights are good. And we'll do a quick horn test. There's a high horn. There's a low horn. And the bell. All right, this is gonna be interesting. All right, we get started here in just a few seconds. And lock the doors. Can we make it there on time in the snow? Let's find out. Look at that, we got their umbrellas. All right, next stop, Newark Penn, 47 miles. We get to go as fast as, what is that, 37, 35, 40, 45? Brakes release. And now the tricky thing here is we're gonna definitely need sand. We're already spinning our wheels. I'm just doing 56% effort. This train is significantly quieter, at least initially, than the other train. Let's get a drive-by while we're going nice and slow. Welcome back, Gimli. I'm sorry to hear your flight didn't work out for your Microsoft Flight Sim. You know, one thing I will say that I do like about the Acela that makes it just so much easier to drive as well is the fact that we have this cruise control. Right? So if you don't already know, this handle on the left here is a cruise control. So on my rail driver, I have a axis I can control with that. And you can just basically set that to the speed limit. And then the train will accelerate to that speed limit as long as your power obviously is put on. So right now it's 62% effort because we're spinning the wheels in the snow, which again is kind of one of the reasons why it is actually fun to try to drive in different weather conditions, because now that we're in the snow, we do have to actually be mindful of wheel slip because the ground is slippery and snowy. And we're still spinning it, but we're still somehow able to, you know, some of the wheels are getting traction. I'm not sure which ones are. But yeah, Emily, I hope it works out for you soon. I know there's nothing more frustrating than trying to play a game or try to do a flight or try to drive a train and it doesn't work. Especially when you spend a whole bunch of time like setting it up. Like for some simulators, like trains, like flight sims in particular, where you'll spend a lot of time, or you have the option to spend a lot of time. Train coming up. Setting up like the flight plan and talking to ATC, stuff like that, and then next thing you know, you can't do anything because your game crashed. Now, getting up to speed, I don't think is going to be an issue. Now, stopping is going to be a concern. I don't know. I haven't driven the Acela in full-on blizzard conditions. I've driven it, you know, in a light snow or a light rain, but never in full-on freaking cold blizzard conditions like this. I'm not sure how cold it is right now. So I don't know what our stopping distance looks like. I'm not sure how long it's going to take us to stop. So this service is supposed to take us about 50 minutes. to do from end to end, and I don't know if that includes stops or not, as far as like traffic stops. By traffic stops, I mean like if there's traffic ahead of us, the signals will slow us down by going yellow or red to keep us from crashing into other trains. So that's what I mean by traffic stops. We had that last time, so hopefully we don't have that. We're supposed to get all the way up to 150 miles an hour at one point in this route. Hopefully we get to see that this week. Newark's pretty slow. That's good. That's good. Crazy. That's good. Alright, is the camera fast enough to get us a drive-by camera? Let's see. Woo! Not quite.
I trust there's alcohol on this train. I could go for a mind erasure right now.
Tucker White, yes, there's plenty of that on the train in the back in the cafe cart. Just talk to one of our attendants, and they'll take care of you. I know in real trains they don't have like flight attendants, but on my trains they do. We pay a little extra when you ride along. When you travel with Blue, you pay a little extra. Remember to go into suppression, which is 65% brakes whenever you get an access reduction. Copy that, Crazy Dash. Thank you, man. Donnie, you did a blizzard on the New Jersey line. There was a train directly behind you, but I was on time. You're like, how? Nice. That's good. That's good. You know, sometimes I care about being on time, and sometimes I don't. So another train, we were just on that train. So I think it is a fun added layer of gameplay and challenge to actually try to be on time, because you have to like be right on. You gotta stop on time, you gotta open the doors right on time, you gotta depart right on time, and some routes are more forgiving than others. I also like the kick-up effect of the snow going up. Oh no, you're not the only one with frame drops. I get frame drops as well. We didn't see frame drops that much on our last route in the New Jersey transit train because we're going much slower. But now that we're going so fast, the scenery is basically loading in constantly, and it's causing it to flash. And I mean, if you guys see my specs, I mean, there's really no reason I should ever see stutters like this. So I think it's an in-game issue. I don't know if they've ever mentioned it or ever talked about why, or if they're trying to fix it. No idea, but it is one thing that definitely bugs me in particular is when driving the Acela. Even though the Acela is a lot of fun, it's easy to drive, you still have that issue where, oh snap, we're clear 150. Why are we going so slow? Let's get out of here. It is annoying to get those stutters, and I don't know how to fix it. I've tried turning on VSync, I've tried turning off VSync, I've tried doing all kind of things. I even put my settings. I actually tried turning my settings to the lowest, like everything on low, which looks horrible, and it still doesn't. So, yes, even on Karen 2.0, we're getting F frame drops. It's crazy. Yeah, even with a 3070, you should be fine, man. I've been running Train Sim World all these years on a 1080 Ti, and it runs great. Still get the same stutter, but yeah. So again, guys, we're running dynamic weather now. So we left Trenton, New Jersey, headed for New York Penn Station, right underneath New York City, in the heart of Manhattan. And we got it set to a snowstorm, a blizzard. Now, it might last the entire route. It might get worse. It might get better. We don't know, because we're on dynamic weather. And I feel like that's one thing I do like. And I know I've been talking kind of about some of the things that I like and dislike about dynamic weather. But one thing I do like is if you do start with an extreme, you know, rain or snow condition, with dynamic weather, there's a possibility that it can stop and start back up, or just stop completely and end up being clear skies. So I think that is pretty cool to be like, all right, it's like snowing, it's, you know, completely blizzard, the tracks are completely covered with snow. But if it were to, I mean, we're still just getting started. Oh man, we gotta slow down. Oh, not that much though, right? 130. But if it were to go completely clear skies now and stop snowing, I think by the end of the route, we would even start to see, the snow melt. Oh, we gotta go even slower than that. 130 coming up. I'm gonna reset our throttle. I will say, I think the cell is a bit more forgiving with the safety systems than the ONJT. Sky Command is in the house. What's up, my friend? Thank you so much. No, there's more than one of us, Sky Command. There's more than one of us. Thank you, man, for coming out. Appreciate you. Yo, Sky Command, hit me up anytime, bro. Yeah. Send me a DM on Discord. Any question, I got you, bro. All right, 145 coming up pretty soon. I'm actually kind of hoping it like stops snowing and we get to see the transition of the snow melting on the track. I always love that. You only need to have the throttle set at ready. As it's opened, the autopilot will do the rest. Copy. I know that if I go max effort on the throttle, we'll get full dynamic brake. Now we can go back up to 45? We'll see how long we can stay up there. We'll start speeding up. But yeah, I wish I could get a flyby of Estella coming by at 150. Like, I'm trying to figure out how could I produce that, because my 8 camera, my free camera is not fast enough to get us ahead of the train to catch the flyby. We would have to basically spawn in on foot and just wait around for an Estella to come by at full speed. That's like really the only option I could think of. Because if we go to it now, you'll see. But I want to be like farther ahead of it. I want to be farther ahead. 27 miles still till we get to Newark and track the race. Thank you so much, PVZ, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Royal family. Welcome aboard, my friend. Good to see you. We got 2 honks for you as well. Uh-oh, 130. Here comes 130. Almost, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, we're gonna miss the curve. I'm gonna do it ahead. I got you. I already know I'm too fast. I'm putting some pressure right now. I got you, homie. Alright, I should be fine right there. Yeah, I hear you. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you gotta pay attention, man, with these safety systems for real. 125 now coming up. Alright, that should slow us down nice. That should do it. I didn't even see that station come up. You know, I actually like how this route looks in a blizzard. Looks good. That's nice. That's nice. Very. I keep forgetting I don't need to use my keyboard anymore. I didn't got used to use my keyboard. Now I'm using it too much. I don't need it. I got the road driver now. I don't need it. Oh man. Whoa! Big slowdown. What is up with that? You want me to go how fast? 50? 45? What is up with this speed drop? There must be traffic ahead of us. Oh, not again. Not again. Hope not. We got green signal, but if they want us to go 45? Jeez. If we get held up by like a 45 miles an hour thing, I am not driving the whole way to New York, Ben. I'm telling you right now. Bro, I'm pressing all the buttons you want me to press. Leave me alone. I got a station coming. Now we're slow enough to actually do some work. But I mean, our train has tilt. We shouldn't be slowing down to 45 miles an hour for an S turn. In my opinion. Cool. Alright, we're still holding at 45 here. We don't have any like the track speed is still 130 or 125, which leads me to believe there's traffic ahead of us. Let's take a look. I mean, yeah, there's a bit of an S turn, but we could take that 150 miles an hour. I feel safe taking it at 150 miles. Oh, we got traffic coming up. Train coming, train's coming. Alright, so it gave us the... We can go faster now. We'll see how long we can go faster. So 110 is the new track speed. Let's see if we can stick with that for a while. Like, it's too slick out here to be slowing down and speeding up. Because every time we need to speed up, we're, like, you know, barely hanging on the traction to get going. And then slowing down... you know, again, still barely hanging on to traction. I don't know the full pain of Northeastern Corridor's tracks. It's terrible. Let's take a look, though. Seriously, let's go see if there is indeed... actually, we have a green and yellow, which is going to probably slow us down again here. Let's see. Coming up in about 400 feet. So on my HUD, it only shows green, but on the map, it showed. Yeah, look at it, it's slowing down. Oh, 95 is our next speed limit. Let's see what it says here. Did we pass it already? There's 95. So 95 I get. So basically, the S turn has it slowing down to 95 for that. Alright, here comes the signal. See what it says. It's all green, so we have we're clear. Ooh, another station right by. It's station hopping at this point. You gotta flip it around quick on these fast trains. Nice. We can speed up to 105
All aboard!
for the next mile. 110. Thank you, CB Roblox, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Roy family. I hope you're doing well. Welcome aboard, my friend. Happy whatever day this is. I believe it's Thursday. I think it's Thursday. But I have a suspicion that there is actually a train ahead of us that might get in our way. Alright, that yellow is not for us. We're green, so the tracks on the right are both green. Is that lightning? Y'all see that? That's like a flash of lightning. I don't see anything in the next block. Oops. Alright, we're 15 miles away still from our first stop of the day. Crazy, we haven't even stopped one time. I love it. I really do. You actually see the snow is actually now like chilling out. Like it's not as aggressive. It's not as windy anymore. The sky is getting a bit lighter. You can kind of see the distance. You can see a bit farther. Visibility is getting better. The snow might be clearing up here. In the next few minutes, maybe. Maybe. Or it might get worse. I don't know. Alright, only doing 109. I'm not aware of any... That's still, I'll tell you that much. When you drive with safety systems on New Jersey Transit and on the Boston Sprinter with safety systems, it is very tricky to get the speed, unless you know, like unless you're familiar with the route and you've been, you know, running the route over and over, or maybe you even know it so good you can run it with no HUD. It's very challenging with all these speed limits going up and down if you don't know where they are, because there's no signs anywhere that tell you how fast to go. You just gotta know. You just gotta know, all right, at this bridge, it's 45 miles an hour. I don't care if you're doing 150, at this bridge, it's 45. So if you're not doing 45 at this bridge, you're getting an emergency stop. That's basically how it feels, how it goes. All right, traffic on our left. Coming up looks like a NJT cab car. Creeping by. I do really like the way they did the sound of other trains while in the cab of the Acela. Like when you hear the ACS 64 pass by, it is like a loud whooshing. Like it's really cool. And the same thing with the NJT trains if they're going by fast enough. Alright, more green signals is what I like to see. What I like to see. A power station on our right, can't see too good. Yeah, all this is looking familiar now. We drove through all this section. I'm assuming we already passed Jersey Avenue. I would love to see some work on that Acela bell horn, or maybe a mod. We could definitely use a horn mod for the Acela. It's something about the way the horn ends just doesn't sound quite right. Like it's too abrupt. Like it's like they cut off the sample too early. The Acela horn. You don't get that Doppler effect that you want to hear in a train horn. You know what I'm saying? That air, like let the air out, let it simmer. You feel me? My first time noticing the lights on the bottom. I actually never noticed that before. Trying to see if I can see anybody in the train. It looks pretty empty to me. There's a cafe car. There's like nobody in there. You know what? The bass wouldn't be bad in that horn too. Like I feel like all the bass is out of it. I don't know what it sounds like in real life. Maybe it has bass, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but I love me some bassy horns. I love me some bassy horns. Oh, we gotta slow down. Oh. I know. I know. How slow we gotta go? 80? Hey, there's 80. Another Acela. Acela handshake. Alright, kill that. Reset the throttle. And we were at 80 miles an hour. Yep. Already there. At 85 coming up in just a little bit. One thing, I'm not sure if you noticed it, but when that Acela passed us, basically on the track next to us, there was like no sound. And I feel like that's probably a bug because, I mean, I know from inside it's kind of quiet because it's pretty good noise reduction inside the cab of the Acela, but when you're outside, it's not quiet. And when we hear every other train pass us from the inside of view, you can really hear it well. But when the Acela passes us, it's like nothing. There's no sound at all, which I don't think is right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I've never been in the cab before, but I feel like there needs to be a sound there. William Jones, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. This is Amtrak Acela high-speed service express between Trenton and New York Penn Station in a horrible, horrible snowstorm now. We haven't yet had a stop. Our next stop is Newark Penn Track 3. So I don't know how well the braking is going to go on stopping at an actual platform. So far, we only used the brakes to slow down for speed limits. All right, 70 coming up, speaking of speed limits, and 2.3 miles. Keep an eye out for that. So one thing, we need to talk about, someone asked earlier, and I want chat to pay attention because I'm probably going to get distracted and busy and all that stuff. And I'm going to start slowing down because I don't know when the curve starts to get all the way down to 70 miles an hour. But someone asked, like, can you see the skyline of New York City? And my answer is I don't know. I haven't looked. So now that we're driving towards New York City, I'm curious because if you've ever been to New York City, you can see that skyline for miles and miles and miles. So I know it's a little snowy, it's a bit overcast, so I mean honestly you probably wouldn't see it in these conditions. But just keep an eye out in case there's a break in the weather. Is that another station? It is. Oh, that's the airport. That is the airport. Big J says, as a New York native, no, you can't. Not really. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for confirming that. I was just curious. I wasn't sure if you could see it. I know I can see it from the airport. From Newark Airport, I can see it. But obviously, it's also like the terminal is elevated. It's flat. And then like New York is like right there. Oh my God, 35. I wish the rail driver had like a suppression detent, so I know exactly where suppression is, but I don't. Man, we're really locking up the wheels now, big time. Speaking of locking up wheels, tonight, or I mean, I don't like saying that because it's tonight for some of you right now. Later in the day, like I don't know, 6 hours from now or something like that. Yeah, actually, about 6 hours from present time. I'm not sure if I'm going to be the join yet, not confirmed, but I know XP and a bunch of other people are going to be doing a race on Assetto Corsa Competizione. So if you're into racing or into Assetto Corsa Competizione, which you would have to be into racing to like it, we'll be racing at Watkins Glen today. So I'm hoping to be able to join in on that. I've already been practicing and driving, and it's a really fun track to drive on. So that'll be later on today. I won't be streaming it though. I don't think I'm going to be streaming it, but I may be joining in on XP stream and whoever else decides to stream. Alright, Crazy Dash, I will catch you later, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, so Big J is confirming now, as a local who catches this train all the time, he says, that no, you cannot see New York City on this particular route. So, good to know. I'm glad we're not missing anything. Because, I kind of, like, assume, right? I kind of, like, assume, like, since it's such a big skyline, that we would see, maybe some skyline on the way towards New York Penn Station. Alright, so guys, we are now approaching Newark Penn Track 3, which should be our one and only stop between here and New York Penn, I believe. Going down to 20 or 30 miles an hour. The snow has really not let up. It got a little bit thinner, the clouds, about halfway through. It's definitely not snowing as hard as it once was. But, man, I really need to memorize these speed limits. Like, seriously. No, don't penalty application me. Doing it anyways. It's doing it anyways. Bro, we're right here. We're right here. We're right here. That's so weird. It made me slow down to, what is that, 15? But then it says you can go 35? Like, make up your mind. No, hush. I do like this route. I do. I really do like this route. I like running this route. I just don't know how I feel about the safety system anymore. I don't know. So far, they just annoy me. They just yell at me with the loud beeping noise. Jonathan, you got this game too? That's cool, man. How you like it? Alright, since we're going 15, we should be able to brake pretty late. But I'm braking at 50. Oh, I forgot I'm not in the NJT. We're in a different train now. Completely forgot. And there we are. Welcome to Newark Penn Track. Whatever track we're on. We made it. I mean, the stop was a bit easier because we got stopped way early by the safety systems, which is actually, I guess, a positive. But other than that, we got here right on time. Once you pass Newark, you will go. You will not go past 80 miles per hour because you have a double bridge passed at Hackensack River. Then you go into the Hudson River Tunnel. Gotcha. Alright, so we have just under a minute until we need to close the doors and continue to our final stop of New York Penn. Do we have time to get up and stretch our legs? Yeah. That's not the right side. It's the other side. Now we gotta leave. Yeah, next we'll be going through the tunnel underneath, or through the Hudson River. Alright, let's hop back into the saddle. And see if we can make it the rest of the way without any other hiccups. So 30 miles an hour, it says, coming out. Oh, look at this bridge. I always forget about this bridge. I love this bridge. All right, we've got to get like the perfect shot this time going through this bridge. Let's see. It looks so good in the snow too, doesn't it? Dovetail, I need more freedom on the free camera. A bit more freedom, please. Alright, brakes releasing. And we are rolling out. Yeah, it's definitely a slow crawl going into New York pin towards the end. We should be rolling now. I'm not sure how I feel about this shot. I don't really like it. I think I would rather be like in the bridge. Yeah, let's go in the bridge. Right there, or something like that. It seems like it's more raining now than snowing, actually. There is a free roam. Basically, what you're talking about, David DiCarlo, it does exist. So you're saying there should be a free roam feature in Train Sim World. Technically, there is. It's called Scenario Planner. And what you can do is you can create your own scenario and basically choose whatever train you want on whatever track you want to put it on. And you don't have to put any AI trains on it. And if there's no AI trains on it, there's no signal stopping you. As well as if you just don't put any stops in between, you can just go full speed from one end to the other if you wanted to. You ain't got to worry about time, red signals. Like if you're the only train on the route, it'd be pretty lonely and boring in my opinion. But you could get up to some real high speeds and just go for it if you wanted to. So that is an option in Train Sim World. But usually I don't usually run it. Alright, let's go here. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot more customization in Train Simulator Classic, that's for sure. But you can at least put a train on a track if you want in Train Sim World, if you want. If I had to ask for one feature, matter of fact, I want to ask the chat this: if you won, like, I don't know, if Dovetail came to you personally and was like, hey, whatever you want, only you, whatever you want, I will add it as the next feature. What would you choose? What would you choose if you could ask Dovetail for one guaranteed feature to go in the Train Sim World 3, 4, whatever? What would that feature be? I'm gonna wait for you guys' answer and I'll give you what mine is. But just one feature. If you could ask for one, not a bundle, not a combination, just one. Alright, 60 miles an hour, we're already doing it. Wow, look at that, visibility is actually getting worse. What are my favorite U.S. routes? I'm gonna hold that question for after this discussion, Lander, but I got you, man. Don't let me forget. David DiCarlo says free routes. Oh, man. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Big J says multiplayer. Micah says more free roam. Travis Tucker says more realistic passengers. I'll go ahead and throw my answer in. My answer is going to be multiplayer as well. Multiplayer. If I could add one feature, if I could request one guaranteed feature for Train Sim World, it would be multiplayer. Multiplayer would literally monopolize. It's already kind of a monopoly. Like, they don't have a lot of competition against Train Sim World, but if they added multiplayer, it'd be over. Like, nobody could compete. Now there are other train sims out there that are multiplayer, but they're very specific and regionalized. So there's obviously SimRail, which is only in Poland, so that's very specific. So which is cool. They've done a good job at it, I think. There's also another game called Train Driver, which is basically the old version of SimRail. It's also based in Poland, and again, very specific. Then there's Run 8 Train Simulator, that is, you know, only based. Actually, a very decent sized map, but it's only in the United States. It's only in the SoCal region. There's some South Florida, like I think Orlando is included. Let's speed up now. And then there's some, I think, a Syracuse route. But and then I think there's also Railroads Online, which is a very unique train sim or train game. I'm not sure if it's a simulator or a game. Either way, it's very specific. So it's like Train Sim World is really the only one that's doing like a diverse train simulator experience. Same thing with Train Simulator Classic. So if they were to somehow figure out how to implement a multiplayer, that would be massive. Massive. Where are my flaps, Bob? Your flap handle's right here, bro. Right here. That's your flaps. I've actually never. You know, I can't say I never have. I think I might have touched train. Let's get slow down to 75 here. I think I might have got a chance when I was younger to touch Microsoft Train Simulator, but I didn't get a lot of time in it because I was probably like really too young to understand anything. Yeah, if they did add multiplayer, they would have to add dispatching. Absolutely have to. And I say that, but yeah. I feel like that's part of the fun. Like with SimRail, for example, there's days that I get on SimRail and all I want to do is dispatch because maybe I'm busy doing something else and I don't want to have to pay attention to a train. And so I'll just get on SimRail and I'll just dispatch. I'll just sit back, relax. It might not be that busy.
Every day.
Here after long. Have a good day, smile.
Thank you so much, Ishan Day, for the super chat donation. Thank you so much. I get 2 honks for you. Thank you for that support to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying the ride so far. In the Acela, here we go into the tunnel. The next time we see light. Alright, we do know it's going to slow down a bunch. I can't remember how slow. We'll go to 45. But next time we see anything really is going to be the New York Penn Station. So we're almost there, guys. 2.8 miles away. Have I played Farming Sim? Oh, yes. Yes, I have. I've played lots of farming. Let's see. How many hours do I have in Farming Sim? Steam, how many hours does Blue Games have in Farming Sim 22? 363 hours. I have 363 hours in Farming Sim 22. So that shows you, yes, I do play. And I have 80 hours in Farming Sim 19, which I started playing right before 22 came out. So yes, I do. I haven't been playing lately. I'll say that lately I have not been playing very much Farm Sim. I think I might have to start my farm over since I got a new computer, and I also haven't played in a while. I don't really want to start over because the last farm that I had in Farming Sim, it's pretty big. It might have been too big. I might have done a little more than I should have, because I went and I downloaded one of those massive Farm Sim maps where it takes you like 10 minutes to drive to the store. And yeah, I think I might have went too big. I might have went too big because it was kind of hard to manage. It took me a while to do anything. I did start getting the automated like drivers to do all my work, so I could literally just like tell them what to do and then leave, come back, and the whole farm is harvested or planted or whatever. So I definitely want to get back into it. A buddy of mine, Midnight Maverick, he's also a streamer. He's been starting a new Farming Sim server, and he's been asking me to join him. Just haven't had the time to go and do it. Jonathan, we are driving the Acela right now. The Amtrak Acela into New York Penn Station. This is gonna be our final stop for the live stream. After this, we are done. Our first drive was in the NJT, New Jersey Transit train, up to Jersey Avenue. It's actually a very nice drive. And this time, we're driving into a blizzard. Or through a blizzard that never actually stopped. Notice, we've been driving for about an hour, and it never stops. It never stopped. I also need to get back into construction sim at some point. It's just, here's the thing. I'm not a full-time live streamer. I'm not a full-time content creator. I have another job. So it's hard to hard to balance everything. There's so many games that I want to play, so many videos that I want to make, and I just don't have the time to do them. Because now if I was full time, I probably still wouldn't have the time. Like, I have so many ideas. I don't think I'll ever have enough time to do them all. But if this was all I did, I obviously would be able to maybe dedicate a bit more time to more things. So. Alright, so we're taking a slow crawl into New York Penn now. Why can't the Xbox produce a rail driver? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, they could. It's not that they can't. They can make anything. They've made Xbox controllers. They made all kind of stuff. I know that they can. I'm pretty confident they won't. There would have to be enough buzz around train sim in order for Xbox or somebody like Xbox to go out and invest the money into producing a rail driver like product. Now, we talked about this last stream, and I still want to do it. I want to find out a way to either influence some other developer into making a type of rail driver, a new one, or go out and try to find out how to do it myself. I've actually already been asking questions around about what would it take to make a rail driver, like a new rail driver, like not using the rail driver name, but just what would it take to go out and make a brand new train driving controller for Xbox and for PC that would sell. The question is, how much does it cost up front? That's the question. Last mile on full throttle, yeah. Finish strong, right? Finish strong. Yeah, I slowed down a little early because the speed limits kind of catch me off guard sometimes, but we have 15 miles an hour, can make about 500 feet. So, but yeah, I honestly, when I said that just now, I didn't know I had that many hours in Farming Sim. I haven't even bought the new DLC, the Platinum Pack or whatever it's called. What I have been playing a bunch lately is Transport Fever, and I am thinking about making a video on that. I'm trying to create like a custom new map that I'm making, and once I finish that and I find the time to actually record it, I may do a Transport Fever video and just kind of see how it does. I'm not sure if anybody would be interested in even watching that. I think it's a freaking fun game if you're into trains, planes, trucks, cargo, logistics stuff. Like, that's the game for you if you like that kind of stuff. So I've been enjoying it so much. It's funny because the game's been out for a long time, and I bought it, I think, right when it came out, and I didn't understand it. I just could not wrap my head around how to plan out the logistical networks in Transport Fever 2. Like, for example, if you don't know what Transport Fever does, you can have a city, we can say the city of Memphis, for example. They want fuel and they want food. And then the map generates like different production places. So there'd be like a farm, there might be a oil refinery thing, whatever, like placed around the map. And your job is to basically transport all of the goods from the distributor. That's not the right word, but basically from the source to the demand. So if Memphis wants food, I got to get food from the farm to the food processing plant, and then from the food processing plant to the city or to multiple cities. So it's fun, especially if if you're like into model railroading or laying railroad track, creating custom routes, stuff like that is really fun for that. If you're into like creating custom train routes, that's the one thing that made me really interested for me, is like being able to like create really cool train routing around like really cool mountains and stuff like that. You could also transport things by plane. You can transport things by trucks, by boat. There's also a lot of amazing mods. Like my most recent save game has all real world companies. I have BNSF, I got CSX, I got Canadian Pacific, I got Amtrak, I got all the real world like companies in my save game because of mods. It's pretty cool. All right, here we come into. That sounds horrible. In the tunnel, it sounds even worse. Okay, actually, inside it sounds bad. Outside, you can actually hear the end of the horn recording, but inside it just cuts off. I'm sorry, I'm blowing everybody's ears off in this tunnel. All right, here we come. We'll ride on the bell, and we're already going quite slow, so we're gonna wait until about now. And all we need is minimum braking. And let's see how we do. A little bit more. And here we are. Welcome back to New York City. New York. Yeah, all right, open the right side doors. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Have I played GT7? Don't think so. I'm not sure what that is. What do you mean GT7? Is that a racing game? Is a GTX 1650 good for Microsoft Flight Sim? I think it'll run it, but on low settings or like not, you'll have to really fine tune your settings to run it with the 1650. I always tell people for Flight Sim, I recommend getting a 20 series card or higher, but if you have something lower, it's not impossible to run. You just got to understand you're not going to be able to run super high settings, and to make sure to fine tune all of your graphic settings to make sure to run smoothly for you, right, and what you enjoy. All right, let's go to the back. And once we lock the doors, we are done. There it is. Did we make it on time this time? Did we make it on time? Deuce. Oh, wow, right on time. We were due at 10:46 and we arrived at 10:46. Stop accuracy was 0.926 yards. I guess that's okay. I'm not sure. But time taken 52 minutes. Distance driven 57.9 miles. Distance walked 20 yards. Well, guys, as I said, welcome to New York Penn Station. Welcome to New York City. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's route. I hope it was nice. Is it the right side? No, it's not. I hope you enjoyed the ride, enjoyed the live stream. We'll be back live tomorrow on Microsoft Flight Sim. That's the plan. Back live on Microsoft Flight Sim. I wonder if I could hop on the train going the other direction. Let's see. I think you're going the other way. Any trains out here? So it should be around the same time as today. Is there any other trains here? There's just us two. So if you're down to fly with me or watch me fly, you can come by tomorrow. If not, there's plenty of videos for you to watch for Train Sim. You can catch up on that. And we'll see what we drive. Honestly, I'll ask this before we go. I'll ask this to those of you who are watching. I want to say, just gotta say thank y'all for coming out. I really do appreciate it. For supporting other Train Sim content. When I first started doing Train Sim, I was like, I just like trains, give it a try, and you guys have really just been really supporting me like crazy. But what I want to ask is, what route or train would you like to see me drive next? I'm not really sure. We've done both the U.S. trains for the U.S. pack. I've been thinking about giving Sherman Hill another look. There's not been a lot of love given to Sherman Hill since this recent update, because it really wasn't a major update. Just a few extra liveries and some nicer clouds. But let me know. We could do that. We could run Sherman Hill, do some freight. Any empty? Is it full? There's not a single empty seat in here. Or we can take out the Jubilee, do some steam train. I'm not gonna do train simulator. I actually don't even have that installed right now. I didn't install it on the new PC, so I won't do that. We could switch it up, and we could do SimRail, or we could do Run 8, maybe. So there's other options for train sim stuff. I do have other train sims, so let me know. Either in the chats or let me know in the comments. Matter of fact, leaving it in the comment after the video will be much easier for me to remember next week. Man, there is not a single seat open. I'm gonna take somebody's seat. I can't. They're all full. There's not a single. What about the cafe car? Wait, somebody. I heard a train just arrived. Train just got here. I'm trying to catch a train out of here, man. What up, Terrence? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the NJT just got here. Hey, I'm gonna hop on that train. Jonathan wants a fast train. Well, technically, we just drove a fast train. I mean, if you want faster, we have to take like the French TGV or the German IC. Yeah, I'm not sure where this train is going, but I'm riding on with it. I'm riding on with it. But yeah, let me know. Just let me know in the comments after the stream's over what you want to see, and I'll take that into consideration on what we drive next. But guys, it's been fun. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I appreciate it. Lander as well. Who else do we have in the chat hanging out with us today? Nate Sewell, thank you so much. David Akala, thank you very much. Emily, thank you so much. William Jones, Rays, appreciate you. Terrence, thank you so much for chilling with me today. I really do appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Michael Boy, always a pleasure, my friend. Have I ever played Train Life? Yes, I have actually. Haven't played it in a while, but I have it. I own it. It's not installed, but I do have it, and I own it, and I've played it. I haven't played much. I guess I wanted to get to a point where I was driving trains that I actually wanted to drive. You know what I mean? I love the economic system they have in Train Life. That's one thing I wish more train games had, was the ability to kind of like run your own train company and buy trains, sell trains, get money for cargo. It just gives you a reason to actually be driving around, right? Ishan Day, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Big J, appreciate you as well. Thank you guys so much. Bob Simmons, it's been a pleasure, my friend. I'm glad you're able to come out. Amechi, thank you so much. Brandon Dammers, thank you so much. Again, one more time, guys, we have started the Formula One World Tour. If you don't know what that is, Formula One is a racing league, the biggest one in the world, and we're basically flying our planes, delivering cargo from every race throughout the whole season. So want to know more about that? Join us on Discord. Join us on the website, iambluegames.com/F1 World Tour. I'm out of here, guys. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, or give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. I'm all the way out. Sheesh.